The forest behind my house had always been quiet. Too quiet. People say forests are full of life, birds, insects, wind in the leaves. But this one listened. My name is Daniel, and this is the story of the night the trees started whispering my name. I first noticed it a week ago. Every night, just after midnight, the wind would stop. Not slow down. Not fade. Stop. And in that silence, I would hear it. A whisper. Daniel. At first, I thought it was my imagination. The kind of thing your mind creates when you're half asleep. But then it happened again. And again. Always from the forest. I live alone at the edge of town, where the streetlights end and the trees begin. Most people don't like it here. They say the forest feels wrong. I never understood that, until now. That night, I was lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, when the whisper came again. Clearer this time. Closer. Daniel, come closer. My heart started pounding. I sat up and looked toward the window. The forest was darker than usual. No moonlight. No stars. Just black shapes standing where trees should be. I told myself not to look. But I did. And that's when I saw movement. Not between the trees. Inside them. The trunks shifted. Bent slightly toward my house. Like they were leaning in. Listening. I backed away from the window. That should have been the end of it. But curiosity is cruel. And fear is patient. The whisper came again. Not from outside this time. From right behind the glass. Daniel, we remember you. I froze. My reflection stared back at me, pale and shaking. And behind it, something moved. I didn't sleep that night. When morning came, everything looked normal. The forest stood quietly, sunlight filtering through the branches. I almost laughed at myself. Almost. Until I stepped outside and saw the marks. Footprints. Not human. Pressed deep into the dirt beneath my window. Pointing toward the forest. I tried to ignore it. Tried to go on with my life. But every night, the whispers grew louder. More voices. All saying my name. Some softly. Some urgently. Some angrily. By the fifth night, I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed a flashlight. And I walked toward the forest. The moment I crossed the tree line, the air changed. Colder. Heavier. The beam of my flashlight seemed weaker, like the darkness was swallowing it. The trees stood unnaturally close together. Their branches tangled overhead, blocking the sky. Then the whispering stopped. Complete silence. And somehow, that was worse. I took another step. And another. That's when the trees began to move. Slowly. Almost politely. Branches shifted. Trunks twisted. Paths closed behind me. Daniel. This time, it wasn't a whisper. It was everywhere. From the ground. From the bark. From inside my head. I didn't mean to come here, I said aloud. My voice sounded small. The forest answered with a creaking sound, like laughter. The flashlight flickered. And in that brief moment of darkness, I saw faces. Embedded in the tree trunks. Dozens of them. Hundreds. Eyes open. Mouths stretched wide. Frozen in silent screams. I dropped the flashlight. It rolled away, its beam spinning wildly. The faces followed it. Watching. Waiting. You left us, the forest said. Not one voice. Many. We don't forget. Memories flooded my mind. Things I hadn't thought about in years. A childhood dare. A broken branch. A name carved into bark. Blood on my hands. I fell to my knees. I was just a kid, I whispered. The ground beneath me shifted. Roots wrapped around my ankles, my wrists. Cold. Unforgiving. You took from us, the forest said. Now you stay. I screamed. And the forest screamed back. Suddenly, light. Blinding. I gasped and fell forward. Hard ground. Grass. Air. I was lying at the edge of the forest. Morning sunlight burned my eyes. Birds were singing. The trees stood still. Normal. I ran home. Packed my things. I left that place the same day. But here's the thing. I still hear the whispers. Not from the forest. From inside the walls. From wooden floors. From doors. From furniture. Because Wood remembers. And the trees. They never forget a name.